Ah, yes. The infamous Agster. Aggie, say hello. She's not very talkative right now. All right, I got to film. Thank you very much, Aggie. You can trust a man who's a cat guy. This guy loves cats. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show. And today I want to share with you an absolutely insane story that I just ran across involving a person who has committed the same crime over and over again. And that kind of poses like a really good question. You know, what do you think happens when you commit the same crime over and over again? If you ask me, it certainly sounds like you're going to be getting buried up underneath the prison. But in this particular case, that wouldn't be what happened. We're going to be talking about this crazy story in this video, but before we get to that, I want to take a moment and address something that just recently happened. You know, more so as of late, I've been sharing a lot of prison-related news stories with you guys, and I truly enjoy being able to do that. I really enjoy being able to react to these stories and also give you guys my insight on these stories, and I hope that that's something that you guys enjoy. And you know, so many times there's individuals who rock with After Prison Show who send and tweet to me or message or email me certain stories that they're running across themselves. Well, there would be this one particular fan that would message me about one particular story, and the ironic thing about it was I had already ran across that story and already had the video filmed about it when I saw that they tweeted to me trying to get my attention about that story. Well, fast forward to the very next day, which is today, when this person would tweet to me saying, "So yesterday I sent you the link to the Oklahoma hiring teenagers as DOC guards as a video idea, yet you never liked or commented thank you, or even a minor shout out with a thanks to some subs. I thought you were loyal to your fans. Due to this, I'm unsubscribing." And to the person in question in this tweet, this individual Chase, look, I'm sorry. Like I said, I already ran across that story and already had that video filmed when I saw your first tweet about it. Thank you nonetheless. You know, if you're still here, I doubt you are. You said you were unsubscribing, but thank you nonetheless for sending me that story. To honor Chase's memory, because he said he's unsubscribing and I doubt that he's here, I want to bring something back that we used to do quite often. I'm going to begin giving shout outs at the end of the video as often as I possibly can from previous videos and people who leave comments on those videos. So if you would like a shout out, please leave a comment on this video and look for a potential upcoming shout out very soon. Moving on to what this video is actually about, committing the same crime multiple times and how much time you could potentially get. Folks, I just ran across a story that is absolutely insane, involving a person who has committed the same crime not once, twice, 3 times, hell, even 4 times. This person has committed the same crime a whopping 16 times. And this ain't like no jaywalking or no shoplifting charge that we're talking about here. We're talking about something pretty serious, and what that charge is I think, assault. And maybe something even worse than assault, considering this very last case and story that we're getting ready to address right now. Now, just to go ahead and give you guys the spoiler on this person has committed the same crime a whopping 16 times. And guess how much time in prison they are serving right now for this 16th offense of this same exact crime? Well, if you guessed none, you're absolutely right, folks. You know, there's an old saying that goes, there's different strokes for different folks. This story is certainly going to be a prime example of just that. And also, it's probably important to mention as well that the story takes place in the UK. It doesn't take place in the United States, so maybe that has something to do with it, or maybe it's got something to do with the individual in question who has committed this same assault offense 16 times. Folks, let me go ahead and introduce you to this person right here. And I know what you're thinking right off the bat. You know, when you think about somebody who's committed assault 16 times in the past, you most certainly aren't thinking of somebody who looks like this. And what exactly I mean by that is somebody who is just a young woman. At least I certainly don't think of a young woman. You know, when I hear about somebody who's committed an assault charge, I'm thinking you about the most trained-to-go thug life for life type of dude that there is. But nope, folks, it's this woman right here, 21-year-old Yasmin Thomas, who is a real estate agent at 21 years old over there in the UK. You know, if pictures are worth 1,000 words, looking at this picture of this young lady, knowing that she's committed this same violent offense 16 times, the first words that come to mind looking at this picture is this chick is crazy. My God! Why haven't they made a Lifetime movie about this young woman just yet? Oh, they're working on one? I wouldn't doubt it. Now, there's two different stories that we're going to be talking about in this video about this same offense. We're going to start with this first headline that says, victim who nearly lost eye in vicious glass attack claims attacker was spared jail because she's a woman. A man who was nearly left blind after he had a bottle smashed into his face has claimed his attacker only escaped jail because she's a woman. Committed the same offense 16 times and didn't receive any time at all, and you smashed a bottle in a man's face? You committed a glass attack. I can most certainly understand the victim's frustration in this situation. And let's go ahead and go to the second headline, which actually proves me to be incorrect. I need to make a clarification. It isn't 16 times that this woman has committed this same offense, folks. This next headline from the Huffington Post says, Yasmin Thomas avoids prison despite 18th assault conviction. It ain't 16, it's 18. Add 2 more to that. You know, for 16, I guess I could understand. But 18 though? This girl done committed almost as many assaults as years on this planet she's been here for. Some people will spend the rest of their lives in prison for crimes like stealing a pair of socks. But Yasmin Thomas is not one of them. Last week, the 21-year-old English real estate agent was given a deferred sentence after she pleaded guilty to assault, her 18th conviction for the crime. Who was the judge in this chick's case? What kind of a cooperation deal did she work out? A little too much? A little too... Because I can't honestly understand how this chick got a deferred sentence. Is it because, what, she's supposed to be cute? She's young? Would not be the same situation if it was a young man up in that courtroom. I guarantee it. Now, what I'm about to share with you makes absolutely no sense to me. Let's see if we can make sense of it together. Bournemouth Crown Court Judge John Harrow called Thomas's criminal record as breathtaking. You sure he wasn't talking about what he thought this chick looked like? But he let her escape prison time. So I'm guessing over there in the UK, if somebody says that you're breathtaking, that must mean you was horrible. Breathtaking don't sound like it's a good thing over there. But he let her escape prison time provided she stays out of trouble for 2 years and does 80 hours of community service? Something just ain't right about this. All of her previous assaults were committed when she was under the age of 18. Yikes. So under 18, she committed 17 assaults. Almost as many assaults as she had been on the planet for. Actually, exactly as many assaults as she had been on the planet for. This chick needs to be in a padded room somewhere. And when you hear why she attacked this young man, because I know what some of you must be thinking. You must be thinking, this young man had to have done something to her. Had to have done something horrible. I'm not going to lie, I thought so myself when I first stumbled across this story. But when you hear what he did to provoke this attack, you be the judge. And I hope you'll be a better judge than she had in her case. Because I ain't gonna be lenient if I was the judge. Lucky it weren't me, Yasmin, you'd get a life sentence. Yeah, man. Now here's what the judge said before we get to what actually caused this to take place. It is not without a lot of hesitation and some reservations. Boy, he was trying to spit some game. I must confess that I'm going to suspend that 12-month sentence for 2 years. So he gave her 12 months, suspended that for 2 years. Any offense at all will be sent back to this court, and you will go straight down those steps to prison for at least 12 months. But Thomas's latest victim, 24-year-old Ronnie Lee, said the sentence was far too lenient and handed out because his assailant was a woman. I ain't got no water. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Yasmin Thomas smashed the drink glass into Lee's face at a Bournemouth nightclub back in February. Why did this take place Folks, let's get to the real meat and mashed potatoes. I love me some meat and mashed potatoes of this story. Ronnie Lee said Thomas got angry when he neglected to thank Yasmin after she picked up his friend's electronic cigarette that was dropped onto the ground. It was only 10 minutes from being on the dance floor to being in the ambulance. A nurse pulled glass out of my cheek and eye, and I had 4 stitches in my eyelid. They told me that if it had been a couple of millimeters closer to my eye, I would have been blinded. Folks, let's dissect for a moment what we've just learned. Yasmin Thomas smashed a drink glass into Ronnie Lee's eye because his friend dropped a vape pen, which she picked up, and Ronnie Lee didn't say thank you. You know, I'm reminded of a scene from a very great movie, a movie called Casino with Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, with all the heavy hitters of mob movies in that flick. But there's a scene in the movie Casino when Joe Pesci is about to mess a dude up really bad in the bar. And it all involves a pin. And Joe Pesci says something about, hey, is that your pin right there on the bar? Yeah, that's my pin. What are you worried about? It's just a nice pin. That's a nice pin. And then bang, 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 bang. Yasmin Thomas got Joe Pesci in Casino type problems. Maybe she had a traumatic childhood. Ronnie Lee would go on to say that if it was the other way around and I did that to her, I'd be going straight to jail. Nah, young blood, you'd be going to the chair. Smash a drink glass in a girl's face if you want to. He also says, what happens the next time she does something like this and it's life-threatening? She could end up killing someone. And who's to say that she's not? Can we honestly say that Yasmin Thomas is not going to assault somebody again for the rest of her life, considering the fact this chick has 18 assault convictions on her record? She's also a real estate agent. RIP to anybody who don't want to buy a house from this chick. Thomas's lawyer said to the court his client has had anger issues since childhood. No shit. And would seek professional help to control her temper. Y'all better get the blow dart gun and some Thorazine up in that money. Because I don't know what you're going to do to be able to control this wild beast of a young woman. Untamed and off the chain. And also free from chains after her 18th conviction of the same damn charge. Folks, this story would also go on to talk about the judge in this particular case who has some very sketchy rulings in his past. And I don't really want to go into that, but just know that it involves some bad type of charges where somebody who was found guilty ended up getting a very, very lenient sentence. I don't know why this judge is still a judge. And I don't know how they do business over there in the UK. But I don't care where you are on this planet. All of this is just wrong. You can't keep committing the same offense and not face any type of consequences, punishments, repercussions from them. I don't care who you are. Man, woman, dog, cat, it doesn't matter. The story is wrong on a lot of levels. Yeah, I'm mad. And I really just wanted to share this with you guys with hopes that I can hear exactly what you think about this. So please let me know. Hey, look, that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment, letting me know exactly what you thought about all of this. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never lose your voice. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace! Ugh, I need a Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest. I don't know what's going on with my voice. Joe, all you do is yell. Maybe that has something to do with it. Folks, I want to give a couple of shout outs real quick from the last video that we uploaded, and that video was hiring kids as prison guards. Now, by the time you guys are seeing this, I'm sure that that's not the last video that we've uploaded, but at the time of filming this video, that is the last video. Let's go ahead and check out the comment section of this video, and let's give a very special shout out to Candy Dewey, who actually quoted what I said in that video about I see naked people. Joe 2019. Shout out to you, Candy. Thank you very much. Cortez, a very special shout out to you as well. Wagons Colisi. I'd be a corrections officer if I wasn't so fat. Then again, my fat could act as a shield from getting shanked. Well, at least you're honest about it. DNA, that's actually this person's name. DNA, shout out to you, says being a prison guard looks hella depressing. If you ask me, it most certainly does. B. Lighton, if I mispronounced that, I do apologize, who says, check out A&E's Behind Bars Rookie Year. It covers very young COs through their training and career in New Mexico. I think I've actually seen that show, and if it's the show that I'm thinking of, it's actually a pretty damn good show. Shout out to you. Let's go ahead and scroll down and get some people deeper in the comments section. John Ward, who says, this is the funniest thing I've heard in a while. Oh, the fun messing with those new guards. You better bet it. Ian Moore, who says, hell, at the regional jail in my part of VA, shout out to you for the local support. They have a few guards that don't look a day over 13. They catch hell, but they keep on showing up. Special shout out to you as well, Ian. J. Cole, who says, isn't that a rapper? Oklahoma prisoners are about to be getting away with everything if they leave kids in charge over them. You better bet it. Davis Campbell, who says, this won't fly. Crash and burn. I can say as a guard, it's not a good idea. My experience is screaming no. Special shout out to you, Davis. And again, this video was about Oklahoma and the fact that they're getting ready to hire 18-year-olds potentially as prison guards. I made a lot of fun about this situation in this video, but somebody made a point. I saw in a comment. I don't know where they're at and who it was, but they said, you know, at 18, you can go to war. So that's actually a very valid point to be thinking about with that as well. Thomas Jordan, who says, Joe, I always give the After Prison Show a thumbs up. I really love watching the show, and I'm still trying to find out on your birthday if that guy got the death penalty, because I have a gut feeling that guy was innocent. Talking about Rodney Reed, and no, he didn't. As a matter of fact, it was huge news where they gave this man a stay of execution as they begin to look further into his case. So a special shout out to you for asking about that as well. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I've got zip zero of a voice. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, peace!